To bury a child is probably the worst, the saddest, the most grievous moment for any parent or parents or guardian, especially if it's a case where that child died tragically and not from health related illness. Now, if I should turn the script, it is also the most grievous, saddest, hurtful, and every single negative word in the dictionary to describe the feeling of a child witnessing the death of their parent, more so their father, more so if it is because of crime and violence and not because of health related illness. Welcome back to Line TV viewers. If you are new here, please remember to subscribe. If you like the content, you can go ahead after this video and to check out the rest of the videos on the channel. If you like what you're seeing, like what you're hearing, then feel free to subscribe. Feel free to like. Also, feel free to share and leave a comment. But if this type of channel, these type of stories are not for you, then feel free to pass along. Now, in today's video, we will be talking about a child who recount witnessing the death of her father. And this is not just a death, it's a death which is the end product of crime and violence. This is the story. A woman reported standing in despair and running for cover on Monday as she witnessed mass gunmen murdered her father at McCoy Lane, St. Andrew. Gary Mato Thomas, 48, was standing with a friend near his gate when two men approached and started shooting. His daughter, Ariel, believed he was the target because he was shot and chased. So this is his daughter recounting what happened, and the daughter is adamant that her father was the target simply because he was chased and shot. It's not a case where he was just standing and then pull up, leg a couple rounds, him get it, and that's it. They chased him. So directly it was him who was the target. Now, the daughter quoted, I saw my father run off and I try side the shot them. One connect and him drop. By the time him drop, the man just go over him and give him the whole of the gun them, of the gunshot them. The deceased man's daughter said. So this is she recounting what happened. Them fire some shot off time and one of them lick him, and the moment him drop, according to her, allegedly, they went over him and give him more gunshot. She initially sought to run to her father's defense, but was advised by a woman to save herself. So, this is natural instinct. When you see someone you love in trouble, natural instinct, you need to do something about it. So, that was her first thought, run to the defense of her dad. But someone who is probably more experienced or who is more developed in mind, in critical thinking, decided to tell her, no, save yourself first, which is the right thing. It's very hard to lose a life, but it's harder to lose two. So what the lady tell her to do was the right thing. Ariel later returned to the scene where her father was found seriously injured. As he tried to speak, blood flowed from his mouth. Me said to him, "My father, you a get well left. My father, you a go well left me." And my father just dead. A weeping Ariel told the cleaner. Oh, and my apologies. This article is coming directly from the cleaner. So yes, she said she asked her father if him a go well left her, and him father just dead so. Because at the time his father was trying to speak, blood was just flowing. from his mouth. He was rushed to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. On Tuesday, the spot where Thomas presum on Tuesday, the spot where Thomas presumably took his last breath was still stained with blood. She described her father as a provider who gave the little he had. Ariel said that Thomas, a father of 8, was an avid smoker, drinker, and someone who enjoyed cooking. So now this is Ariel describing her father. And as you can see, not just Ariel, but 7 children are now without a father. They will now grow up for the rest of their life knowing that their dad died at the hands of violence. And funny enough, this description that she's using, her father is a smoker, drinker, and someone who enjoyed cooking. It is quite a description that not many would use to describe their loved one, especially when they died like this. But at least she's being real. He is someone who loves to smoke, he is someone who loves to drink, and he's someone who enjoy cooking. Police reports are that about 3:50 p.m. two men approached Thomas and another man before opening fire and escaping on foot. The residents said they were shocked at the killing as the community has been relatively calm for some time. They are now fearful that Thomas' killing may spark a return to violent conflict. The Hunts Bay police are investigating the murder. So it is natural whenever someone died from violence, especially from the gun within a community, no matter how bad or good the community is, the community will be tense after a while because everyone would be wondering, why did they kill this person? What happened? Who will it be next? Who did this killing? Because sometimes it can be someone from the neighboring community, it can be someone even from within that community, right? So it is going to be tense. Everyone is going to be fearful in the moment, with the fear of going outside, with the fear of staying out after certain hours, with the fear of doing certain things, even with the fear of speaking, because they do not know the motive for the killing. Up to May 7, the St. Andrew South Police Division recorded 40 murders. That represents 43.7% decline when compared to the corresponding period in 2021 when 71 persons were killed. So earlier they said the community is fearful, and as I said, they have all right to be fearful because they're actually seeing a decline in murder. So let's say last year, this time, murder rate was high in that community. This year, it is extremely low. So to see it going back to the murderous era like what it was last year, then they are going to be fearful because nobody want the repeat of the previous year and the previous year. So yes, they have all right to be fearful because crime has declined to 43.7%. That's almost a 50% decline. That's almost a cut in half when it comes down to murders. So to see the murders start happening again, they have all right to be fearful. Shooting are also on the decline, falling by 42.5% or 42 compared to 73 for the corresponding period in 21. In 2021, a total of 510 persons have been murdered so far this year. So shooting is also down in that police division. So for them to be dealing with another shooting and another murder, then that is something that is a call for concern. So there you have it, viewers. 8 siblings now have to live for the rest of their life without a father, with one of those 8 children witnessing the murder. Now, many times we do not look on what might or what will happen to kids like these who witness things like these at a tender age. It does affect them. Many of the times we see our youths, whether male or female, acting out, whether in school or even after they leave school, we saw them acting certain ways in certain manner, and you might wonder why him a act so, why she a act so. If you really if you get down to the nitty gritty, things like these that they witness from as young as 4, 5, 6 years old are what propel them to make them act the way they are acting. If they don't get good counseling over a lengthy period of time and someone in their corner to step up and love them and treat them like the human they are, many of them fall to the wayside because of what they encountered and experienced at a young age. So when you see stories like this, just think about what these victims will be like in the near future. You have come to the end of the video. Please remember, if this channel is for you, go ahead and subscribe, go ahead and like, share, and leave I mean, definitely leave a comment. Tell me what is your thought on this story? What is your thoughts on the aspect where a child have to grow up now without their father? And we know the role that father figure plays in the society. So just tell me what you think about this story. Have yourself a wonderful day.